spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Whitehead. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Quick tempo here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Just keep slinging it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, San Jose State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fights off a defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons of this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Whitehead. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Hatchet. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
He's got his man, makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
From the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Finds his tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Welch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown USC. They went for it all and it paid off with the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Stevenson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He uncorks a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative. Field possession, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they're running back, looking for room. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Stevenson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The give from the gun. Ran through the contact.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's got it on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll give it to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually...
Great move. Now he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. He's got him.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Welsh. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Batista. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He's got him this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Welch. He breaks the tackle. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Whitehead.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout, USC.
And the Spartans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevenson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Spartans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
San Jose State, 35. USC, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Welsh. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
San Jose State.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.